Alright, welcome to the Comic Book Shop of Doom. I'm your host. This video is not for children, so if you're under 13, get your parents' permission to watch this video. I don't need a $40,000 fine from COPA or the government. Repeat, this video is not for children. Here's your nightly news for Friday, July 3rd, 2020. So we got a lot of stuff in here. Okay, RIP to Hugh Downs. He was 99. He was the broadcaster that used to do 2020 back in the day. And I have a videotape of him where they have the 25-year anniversary of Marvel Comics. So it's around 1987, I think. 86 or 87. So, yeah, I used to watch 2020 all the time. That was a good news show back when the news was real. Okay, Ghislaine Maxwell. That was Jeffrey Epstein's madam. She's been arrested by the FBI. So expect to see a lot of people in Pizzagate topple. Fallout is getting a show from Amazon. So the game Fallout will have an Amazon TV show. Aaron Sorkin's The Trial of the Chicago 7 was sold to Netflix for $56 million. So Paramount elected to sell it to Netflix instead of releasing it at the movie theater, if and when the movie theaters ever reopen. CBS TV is going to have a show called Murr. It's going to be a mad-eating, drinking martinis mermaid comedy. Oh, I can't wait for that one. So kind of like The Shape of Water, but a comedy aspect of it. A month after its launch, HBO Max is still not on Roku or Amazon. So a lot of people are mad about that one. Producer John Berg denies the Ray Fisher, Josh Whedon accusations. He says it's categorically untrue. CW cancels Katie Keene after one season. The Riverdale spinoff with Lucy Hale. It's looking for a new home, so it could pop up on another channel or another streaming service. Walmart is partnering with Tribeca for drive-ins in their parking lot. So they could fit 160 cars in their parking lot for a drive-in. SAG-AFTRA union, the Screen Actors Guild, basically, so it's the actors union, is telling actors not to work on Michael Bay's Songbird. It's filming in L.A. with the coronavirus breakout over there with spikes and people that have it. So they're saying that the set's unsafe. View is delaying the opening of UK cinemas, so this was expected that this was going to happen. Brie Larson's launched her own YouTube channel, so go up to YouTube and put in Brie Larson and see what she puts up there. Justin Hammer is loose in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so we could see an evil Iron Man surface. Avengers 5 is probably going to be an adaptation of the Secret Wars storyline. Ben Affleck has signed a Batman deal with HBO Max, so they're going to do some kind of Batman TV show for HBO Max. Tom Holland has signed a 6-picture extension for Marvel and Sony. So he's going to do 3 more Spider-Man movies on top of the one to finish this trilogy. And then he's going to do 3, Avengers and then cameo movies. And then they're talking about they want to sign him to another 3 Spider-Man movies down the line. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, Sean Wynn, a former employee of Things from Another World comic book chain. So this is the Dark Horse owns this. He's accusing John Richardson and Andrew McIntyre of racism and abusive behavior. Now, they fired Andrew McIntyre, but John Richardson, okay, the guy that owns Dark Horse, his name is Mike Richardson. So connect the dots. If there's a guy named John Richardson working there, it's a relative. So he didn't fire his relative, but he fired the other guy. So they got all kinds of accusations going on, racism and abusive behavior. Okay, Marvel's going to have a new Illuminati, and it's going to be connected to this Null crossover. And this Null crossover has to do with the symbiotes. So is it the world the symbiotes come into Marvel? Who knows? Okay, Marvel has the rights to Alien and Predator comics now, so that was coming anyway because the parent company Disney bought Fox. So I just did a video. It's going to be up what I would do if I was Marvel and I got the rights to Aliens and Predator, my storylines. So go check that out. Okay, here's a simple one, and everybody's fighting over this, but nobody has common sense. Diamond has increased its shipping rates, and comic book stores are complaining. Well, okay, let's look at it. They probably had a bulk deal. Okay, you take away 30% of their merchandise. That was DC stuff. So the shipping rates, the discount went down. So the rates went up. So they had to hit the comic stores with the increase, the mail the stuff to them. And everybody's pointing fingers. And plus, if there's a lot of comic shops that have folded since the pandemic from bad business and everything, that's just going to add to, you take away shops, there's no more discounts for, bulk. If you have more, you get a cheaper rate. So if you take away comic shops and you take away 30% from merchandise from one distributor, yeah, there's going to be problems. So Steve Geppi, we announced yesterday, he went back to Diamond to right the ship. So he's trying to get it under control, all these problems they got. Batman, Mask of the Phantasm, the animated movie from 1993. It's on Netflix, so go check that out. That was a real good movie. It's 1993 or 1995. I forgot what year, but it's in that bracket. But it was really, really good. Okay, nightly news for wrestling. Here's your wrestling news. Conor McGregor is challenging Vince McMahon to a fist fight for the WWE title. Yeah, that's going to happen. 72 or 3-year-old man's going to fight this guy. So this is some kind of publicity grab. WWE wants Walter on the main roster. What did we talk about yesterday? He doesn't want to go there. He don't want to leave Europe. And he's got a guaranteed deal. So there's going to be something going down there. WWE's mad at Taz for making a comment on AEW Dynamite about WWE running a sloppy shop. In other words, for their coronavirus testing. So Taz made that comment and they got them mad. Okay, WWE has officially acquired Evolve Wrestling. So the Gabe Sapolsky runs promotion is no more. It's getting absorbed into the WWE. They get the tape library, but they haven't said what they're going to do, if they're going to continue to run shows under it. You could use this as basically the new training ground, because NXT now is its own brand on USA. Some lifeguards saved Kurt Angle's son from drowning at Lake Erie. So he was in the water, and I guess he was going to go down, and lifeguard got him. Mike Bennett says that WWE did not help with or pay for his rehab stint. So they've paid multiple times. This was getting ridiculous for Sonny, a.k.a. Tammy Sitch, and Razor Ramon, a.k.a. Scott Hall. They've had numerous trips to rehab. They paid for all the time. Here, this guy needed it, and they wouldn't pay for him. And this goes into yesterday where his wife, Maria Kanellis, was saying that they fired her 2 months after she had a baby when she asked them if she was going to have a baby, if it was going to be okay, and they said sure. Keith Lee, here's a big spoiler, so if you don't want to hear this, skip over the video. Keith Lee beats Adam Cole for the NXT title at the Great American Bash. It was filmed yesterday. So he's got the two titles. He's got that North American title, and he's got the NXT World title. So Keith Lee is a double champion. Shelly Martinez says that she had issues with Joey Ryan. He went out with her sister. So here, the biggest, one of the biggest guys in the speaking out accused movement, he was dating her sister. Jeff Jarrett versus Impact. 2 counts were dropped. Something about counterfeiting the GWF brand, and then unfair competition under Tennessee law for the Global Force Wrestling brand. So Jeff Jarrett's looking to get money out of Anthem/Impact when he basically merged his company, Global Force Wrestling, into theirs. They had 16 weeks worth of TV filmed, and they erased the tapes. So he's looking to get some money out of them. Ethan Page refuses to ever again work with Austin Aries. And he's not the only guy. So Austin Aries is another one It's got a lot of heat from the speaking out movement. And he admitted to one of the things that happened where he had Rhett Titus's girlfriend kiss his testicle. So he admits that that's true. So he's actually admitting the bad stuff. Okay, July 1st ratings. NXT beats AEW. NXT had 792,000 viewers. AEW had 748,000 viewers. So there's like 46,000 is the difference in this. So AEW is going to combat this with, they're going to have a puppy rumble. So they're going to have puppies on the show, just like the Puppy Bowl before the Super Bowl and all that on Animal Planet. AEW is going to have an AEW wrestling ring, and they're going to have puppies in there fighting. So they figured they could get the animal lovers to watch it and get the ratings win. Okay, Billy Gunn's Sons. He's trademarked Sons of the Gun. So Billy Gunn, looks like his sons are going to be wrestling as a tag team, and they're going to be using that name. His one son is 28, and he's a couple of years older than the other one that's wrestling in AEW. So his sons are going to form a tag team. Everybody have a good night.